let's say like a secular environment, most coaches are in like a public school
Yeah,
setting,
I wish.
right? And how can they still have kind of a gospel-centered coaching philosophy and have that kinda trickle down into just the way that they run their program, the way that they speak to their players, the way they come up with, their kind of pillars of, program and things like the stuff they put on their in the weight room on the sign. Some places you can be more explicit than others, but
Mhm.
what encouragement or help would you offer, coaches thinking, through that? Like, hey, I want this to permeate through my entire program. May not be able to be as explicit as I want to, but even with players that aren't believers yet, I still want them to kind of I want them to know that I'm a Christian and they kinda see these values coming out in everything that I do program-wise.
I think the first thing that I tell as many people as I can is you have no idea what these kids are going home to. None. They could be going home to absolutely terrible home situations. And this is their one escape. This is their one respite from whatever it is they're going through. It is our responsibility to make sure that we are not just a safe space, 'cause it's easy to be a safe space, but a space that is uplifting and encouraging and allows them to grow. And so that means sometimes giving some grace where you don't always want to, and
Yeah.
having a little patience when that's not the easiest thing to do. But beyond that and inside of that, I think it's making sure that every player knows that you love them and you like them, and that means choosing to like them because a lot of times
Mhm.
that is not the easiest thing to do. Like, it's easy to love people a lot of times. It's not easy to like them, but it is making sure they understand that you love them, which means that sometimes you do get on them and you do exercise discipline, but it
Mhm.
means you don't exercise discipline in pure anger. Everybody has that story of, the pitchers, we walk 9 guys in a game, and so the whole team runs laps for 30 minutes, and the left fielder's going, well, what did I do? Well, explain that. Talk about it. Why are we doing this? That's what you choose to do. Um, it's it's allowing them to hold you accountable, which is a slippery slope to find, but it means that you have something of an open door policy where it's like, hey, why do we do this? And you can answer that question. And they feel comfortable asking you questions. It's not just because I said so. It's not that kind of old school. I'm plenty old school, but in that aspect, I want to be able to explain, hey, here's what we're doing. Here's why we're doing it. Here's the purpose and here's the goal. Here's what we're trying to get to.
Yeah.
If you can to use a new school term, if you can cast that vision and they can understand it and see it, then they're going to buy in. And next thing you know, you have uh, disciples, for lack of a better way to phrase it.
Yeah.
And when you have disciples in baseball, well, now you can make disciples, or football or whatever. You can make disciples for Jesus. And if they know you love them,
Yeah.
truly, genuinely, I don't love you because I have to love you. I love you
Mhm.
because of who you are.
Mhm.
They're going to come to you with all kinds of things that you probably couldn't have imagined in the first place. And now you have the opportunity to speak into their lives and into their hearts in ways that are life changing, eternity changing.
Yeah.